that tank stopping you in your tracks? Is all of that armor making it difficult to put a dent in the competition? Say hello to Muramasa, your solution to defense. Muramasa can be found in the shop under Attack. It both increases your physical attack power, reduces cooldown time for all your skills, as well as the main effect, armor penetration with your physical attacks. Increasing your armor penetration allows you to go through more of the enemy's defense. The more armor they stack, the more effective your armor penetration is. What's even better, Muramasa is the best armor penetration item available to physical damage-based heroes. Let's look at Valheim as an example. At level 6, with nothing equipped but the Muramasa, we can check the stats page to see that he has a physical attack of 313, while the target hero has a physical defense of 767. When Valheim hits the enemy once, damage dealt should be 313 minus 313 times 56.1%, which equals 137. However, with 40% armor pierce, the target's defense of 767 with a 56.1% damage reduction gets reduced to 767 minus 767 times 40%, which equals 460, with a 43.4% damage reduction. And the damage dealt gets increased to 313 minus 313 times 43.3%, which equals 177. You can also get fixed value armor penetration items, such as the Spear of Longinus, adding 250 armor penetration after 5 consecutive attacks. So under the same condition, the target's defense would then be reduced to 767 minus 215, which equals 517, 46% damage reduction. And Valheim's attack damage will be 323 minus 323 times 46%, which equals 174. Not half bad. Whenever the armor reduction is percentage-based, it's very useful on enemies with thick armor or high defense, while fixed armor penetration is more useful for lightly armored, low defense enemies. So it's important to remember to choose your items based on the enemies you face. If the enemy uses a powerful tank with heavy defense, consider using the Muramasa. However, if the enemy lineup is filled with lightly armored damage dealers and very few tanks or heavily armored heroes, then Muramasa's percentage-based armor penetration will be less effective, so try using physical damage equipment. Remember, physical penetration or magic penetration is considered a specialized stat, so it's most expensive when it's the third item or the third tier. Before that point, it's still considered more of a base item, like boots and other basic equipment. No one item is always the best. It all depends on the situation. One last thing, when choosing your equipment, beyond considering the types of opponents you face, you should also consider what best complements the strengths of your own heroes in order to maximize the effectiveness. Here are a couple examples. If I use Violet, I'll usually choose to equip her with either the Rank Breaker or the Muramasa, because Violet deals damage based on the instant damage caused by her basic skill, but the Spear of Longinus needs to hit 5 times consecutively to achieve maximum damage penetration, so it's not a great choice for her. If I use Nacroth, I'll choose between the Rank Breaker and the Spear of Longinus. After all, when Nacroth's on the battlefield, his main targets are squishier, low-defense heroes, so there's not much point in using a penetration-based armor penetration weapon like the Muramasa on them. Okay, that wraps up the introduction to Muramasa. See you next time.